We're back. That's up. We're gonna start this off a little bit different today. Unfortunately, a parade that was supposed to be all fun and games, Super Bowl champs, like we have every year. Fun time ended in tragedy. Unfortunately, a life was taken, gunshots, people were injured. Like I said, one person died, over 20 people dead, including 10 to 11 kids. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected, everybody that was involved in that. Shout out to the fans that took down the gunmen, the firemen, police officers, everybody that did it, had everything to do with it. But we'll take a 5 to 10 second moments of silence. Thoughts and prayers go out to them. So 10 minutes of silence. Hopefully, we can get this problem figured out here soon. But like we said, thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. People that rescued, took down the gunmen, Andy Reid, and there was I think a defensive offensive lineman for the Chiefs, I forget his name, that protected kids, protected civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kudos to them. Kudos to everybody involved. They kept everybody safe. Unfortunately, we did have to witness injuries. I did hear that all the kids are going to recover.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, one person died. So I'm tired of hearing about all this nonsense. We can't even do stuff. Now we can't even do parades. So
exactly. Like, it's supposed to be a great moment for the city, a good, happy celebration, and you turn it into a moment of sadness for no reason.
Whatever the reason was, is they're not saying it's terrorism. They're saying if people, I don't know if it was a disagreement, just got into a
like, all jokes aside, was it like an angry 49ers fan? Do we know?
I have no idea. They just said that there was a video of like fans like tackling the gunmen. I think there was like two, maybe one. I don't know. I don't got the full details. But I do know one person died, over 20 people injured, including 10 to 11 kids. There were heroes. Everybody keeping safe. I mean, it's just getting out of hand. What we have to deal with every day.
It's sad.
Is between church and movies and parades and marathons, is something always happens. And but like I said, thoughts and prayers go out to those families affected, the heroes that kept everybody safe, people that tackled the guy. So kudos to them. Prayers, thoughts, everybody. But Kern, how you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just sad about the news about yesterday and everything that happened, honestly. But
yeah,
like you put it perfectly. Just rest up, and hopefully the families are doing well, and everyone just get better as soon as they can, and that's about it. But other than that, I'm good, man.
Family's good.
Family's good. Can't complain, man. Just
it's good.
Blessed to be alive for another day.
Hey, any day above ground is a good day, huh?
That's a fact, man. That's a fact.
Woo! But kind of just gave away who won the Super Bowl, unfortunately. I mean, everybody knows.
Spoiler alert ahead if you haven't watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah, in case you haven't heard. But
if you're living under that somewhere.
So, we'll get into the Super Bowl. Fortunately, Chiefs won. Tale of two halves, honestly. Third Super Bowl in 5 years for them.
Mm-hmm.
We are witnessing a dynasty.
That's a fact. So, okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because I've heard a lot of people throw the GOAT status at a lot of players that don't deserve it. Do you think that Patrick Mahomes is amongst those quarterbacks that deserve the GOAT status? Tom Brady,
Right.
Peyton Manning,
Tom Brady,
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning 100%. I mean, he has more than Peyton. More than Elway. He's tied with Bradshaw.
Okay. Yep.
So I guess you have to. Is they compared the stats to him and Brady before the age of 30. Almost identical. But Brady didn't start right away. Just got to remind people that.
That is true.
I think you're going to have to is Patrick Mahomes, as much as I hate to say it, could retire right now and be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. With what he's brought to Kansas City and what he's been in the league for, what, 7 years, 6 years? Correct me if I'm wrong. 6, right? And out of those 6 years, he's been in the playoffs 5 years. And won,
he's
what,
been
3
to 4
Super Bowls?
He's been to 4.
Like,
I will say,
retire right now and be happy as shit.
Yeah. I will say Brady handed Mahomes his first regular season loss, playoff loss, and Super Bowl loss.
Oh, he did. Fair enough. Touche,
This is Brady right here.
Oh my God.
Right here was the last person to beat Mahomes in a Super Bowl.
So you had this like lined up. This was like your little segue.
You're saying, man. I just happened to put on this jersey,
Yeah. Bullshit. Whatever, brother.
Listen, Patrick Mahomes is 0-2 against Brady in the playoffs. It's all
man, you know what? Get his old ass out of retirement. Let's see what my dog Patrick Demetrius Mahomes would do. I like the word. I like the name Demetrius for him. It kind of fits.
Is that his middle name? I
have no clue, but it just went way too well. So I just kind of went with it. It just went way too well. Patrick Demetrius Mahomes. Is it not something goes with it though?
I mean, it does flow. That's why I was like, why do you know his whole fucking name?
I'm saying Patrick Demetrius Mahomes. You can't count him out. It went way too well.
Yeah, but it's gonna come down as before we get to that is they were down 10-0 at halftime. Is 49ers came out, stopped Kelsey, which we'll get into that later. Stopped Rice, stopped Pacheco, stopped Mahomes. So first half was a defensive game. It was.
Without a doubt.
I fucking loved it. Is everybody loves the offense, but dude, that was the best defensive game we've seen in a while.
I feel like if you're a true football fan, you loved every second of that Super
Everybody's
Bowl.
like, oh, that's fucking boring. I said, this is what fucking football is. It's a fucking defensive game. I hate when you put up 70 to 56. Like, that's fucking no defense. Like don't even put a fucking defense.
Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone wants to see a bomb. Everybody wants to see a big run. Everybody wants to see a big play. But to see a game, the Super Bowl, the best among the best playing against each other, and to end the half at what it was, you can't ask for a better game.
No, you can. We'll get into some of the calls that were missed and something that I found out about the Chiefs. But, first game, I mean, everybody was pretty much held in check on both sides. It's not like Debo was doing anything. CMC did his thing, but that was only one touchdown. Kittle was nowhere to be found. Jennings, if I still say that if 49ers would have won, I would have gave the MVP to Jennings instead of CMC.
Without a doubt.
So, but
that pass alone to CMC to get them going like that.
And that was like their main receiver the whole time. Like Ayuk was nowhere to be found. So, and then we come to the second half.
Talk to me.
I don't know what the fuck the 49ers were doing as they changed their whole scheme on offense and defense.
They stopped running the ball.
Dude,
on offense.
He didn't fucking use Kittle all game. You didn't use Ayuk. You didn't use Debo. And he didn't use CMC until overtime. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay. But the Chiefs defense, they'd have them locked up for a minute, though.
Time out.
So you can't really say that they didn't use them. He was trying
They didn't. You're going to tell me on that. But time out. You're going to tell me on that team you have Kittle, who had 4 total fucking yards the whole game,
Was locked
4,
up. Go ahead.
you couldn't get to him.
He was
You
locked
have
up.
Ayuk and Debo Samuel. You're going to tell me all 4 of those guys are locked up at the same time. If you do some sort of play calling or whatever, I'm not taking anything away from the Chiefs defense. But you have those 4 people on your team. There is no one in the NFL, if you run the right plays, that can stop Debo, Ayuk, CMC, and Kittle all on the same play.
But mind you, keep in mind, Chris Jones is a huge factor. Yes, he wasn't in the backfield 24/7.
But that's the other thing.
As a quarterback, you're just like, holy shit. Is my O-line going to give me that 4 seconds that I need or 5 seconds that I need? No, and it was proven in overtime that they didn't. They let Buddy run free.
That's another thing I was going to get to is everybody's knocking up on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had himself a game, but bro, no one fucking blocked Chris Jones. What the fuck are you supposed to do?
Exactly. You can't sit there and blame Brock Purdy on that. There was no communication between the offensive linemen.
No. If there's one person on that defensive line that you have to block, it's Jones. That man was coming. Even he was like, "Oh shit, I'm free." Like, what?
Exactly. Bro came out of stance and like hesitated. Like, wait, is this a screen?
Yes, he didn't know if it was a. Yeah. But the defensive scheme for the 49ers, I don't know what the fuck they did. Is they played like a 5 deep. They kept the middle of the field open, and I said, "What are you guys doing?" I said,
"But it worked for the first half, though."
No, they didn't play that.
For the first half, yeah, they did.
The first half, they did not play the 5 deep. They kept the middle of the field closed. That's how Kelsey only had seriously 2 yards the whole game. The whole first half.
You know what? I'm tripping. You're right. I'm so sorry.
And then they went to some
No, you're right.
5 deep, and they kept the whole middle of the field. And I said, why would you keep the whole middle of the field open? And that's how they started gaining the yards, and they kept on going. And I said, what are you guys doing? Like, why would you keep the whole middle of the field open?
Mm-hmm. That's one thing you cannot do is let Mahomes and Kelsey get a connection going.
Thank you. He literally had over 90 yards in the second half, Kelsey did. He only had like 2 or 3 yards going into halftime. If that, he might have had 1 yard. I kid you not. I think he ended up with like 95 to 98 yards, and 99% of that was second half, where they kept the middle of the field open. They didn't bring any pressure, hardly.
Yeah.
Like, in the first half, they were bringing pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and they were disrupting him. Like, that was nowhere to be found. And I'm like, what?
They were making him uncomfortable.
Yes, that's what you got to do.
Don't let him get comfortable in the backfield. I forgot who it was that said it. I think it was Tony Romo, but he said it perfectly. Don't let him get forward momentum. If he has to throw off his back foot, it's going to be a beautiful pass. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but that's his most uncomfortable spot. As soon as he starts taking a step forward, a lateral movement of taking a step forward where he can step into it or possibly take it off a run down field.
Yeah.
Don't let him get that. Don't let that happen. Because you don't know what's going to happen. A linebacker is going to stop and be like, oh shit, he's running. Boom, over your head to Kelsey.
Yeah. We saw it as I don't understand it is 5 deep or whatever that led the whole middle of the field for Mahomes to work with. Kelsey started picking it up. But I would fire that whole 49er staff. Is Kyle Shanahan, we say he's this timeout. They say he's his offensive mind.
Uh-huh.
That's his 3rd fucking Super Bowl that he has just sucked cock on and choked.
Okay. I will say this to you.
Okay.
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Continue.
When he gets the lead, it's like he gets comfortable and forgets how to play. We saw it 28-3 in the third quarter with the Falcons 4 years ago when he played the Chiefs. He was up by 10. Same thing happened. He got and those where is it? I have it written down here. It was 4 Super Bowls. Here we go. He had a 28-3 lead in the third quarter as offensive coordinator for the Falcons. We all know what happened next. Brady and the Pats outscored the Falcons 31-0. 31-0 to finish the game out and win the Super Bowl, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. 4 years ago, 20-10 lead at halftime 4 years ago against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl as the head coach of the 49ers. He ended up losing the game 31-20, giving the Chiefs another Super Bowl win. Chiefs outscored them 21-0. 21-0. That's 2 Super Bowls where you have failed to score anything at a certain amount and let them come back. Fast forward to Sunday night, up 10-0, changed the whole schemes. History repeated itself. Chiefs won. Offense kept them in check. My thing is this: if you're such a good quarterback, Andy Reid made the adjustments. But if he's such this offensive coordinator, why did you not? Brock Purdy, you should have designed some plays for him. You should have called screens for Christian McCaffrey. There's no, they relied on Christian McCaffrey that whole fucking game to get them to where they needed to. I can't hear you.
Shit, I muted myself by accident.
Oh, you're
That's
fine.
a fact. But I'll say this.
Okay.
You cannot. I get it. It's 3 Super Bowls. I don't want to say back to back, but essentially pretty much that he's been in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't say you can say the same thing about Andy Reid. Essentially, he wasn't in Super Bowls back to back to back, but they kept saying, "Oh, he can't win the big games. He cannot win the big games." He's getting you to the big game.
Dude, I understand that.
But you can't count him out on that part, though.
But we're gonna fire the defensive coordinator and act like it's all his fault.
That was stupid.
But this is how it goes all the time: is when Kyle Shanahan can't do shit, there's someone else that gets fired for his mistakes. You're the fucking head coach. If you didn't like the way it was playing, dude, that guy. There is no way in hell. George Kittle. This is what I'm talking about. George Kittle. 4 total fucking yards the whole game. Debo, 33 total yards. Ayuk, 49 total yards. The only one that really had anything was CMC. But that didn't happen until overtime. How are you going to have not use Kittle at all? 4 yards? That's your playmaker.
That is true. That is one of your playmakers.
Like, Debo, 33 yards? Ayuk, 49 yards? You're going to tell me you have all those people on the field and you can't come up with any play calling to get one of them open?
But you cannot count out the Chiefs' defense, though.
I'm not counting them out. I am saying is the 49ers were a good defense.
Yeah.
They figured out how to get Kelsey open in the second half and go for 90-something yards.
But
Hardman, they figured out him to get open when they needed him. My thing is this: they didn't use Hardman, the one that scored the game-winning touchdown.
Oh, corn dog. Yeah, fuck that play.
My thing is this. There is no way in hell. I think Kyle Shanahan, he forgets how to, like that, in overtime, on the goal line or whatever he was doing. Dude, he played stupid-ass play calls, and I'm like, what are you doing? You could do a play-action fake or something. He ran it up the middle with Christian McCaffrey. Dude, when it comes within the red zone, you can't do that against that Chiefs team. Not with Chris Jones, who's not even getting blocked.
Yep. That's a fact.
You're going to tell me you didn't do screens, you didn't do design runs with Brock Purdy? Dude, that guy was whatever. It is what it is. But the halftime show.
Talk to me. But actually, before we continue, before we continue the halftime show, I just want to say that the hate that Brock Purdy is getting because the 49ers didn't win is completely unnecessary.
Stupid. They can put the hate on him all they want.
I'm not the biggest fan of the kid. I'm not going to lie. Only because I'm biased. I'm an Eagles fan. We have a special hate for the 49ers. So, of course, I'm going to hate the Brock Purdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from a non-biased standpoint, to get you to the Super Bowl on your second year?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't.
I don't like you're going to blame it all on him. You can't blame that game on him. That is the play calling. That is the lack of blocking on the offensive line. That is not making plays to get your freaking people open. Like, that is on you guys. As a coach,
game. My bad. Go ahead.
I said, as a coaching staff, if you're going to fire your defensive coordinator, you got to fire the rest of them.
I don't know that I think
You
no one should
can't
have got
just
fired.
fire the. You're gonna tell me the defense kept them in the fucking game.
They did. I agree. Listen.
In my opinion, if you're gonna fire that dude, you got to fire Shanahan and everybody else's because that's no fair to get rid of a defensive coordinator who kept you in the game the whole season.
I agree.
And kept you in the first half.
I agree. At first, I didn't get where you're coming from when you said fire the whole staff, but exactly, I agree. To fire the defensive coordinator for I don't want to say something out of his control, but for losing the game, you can't even say like he lost the game.
I would blame a lot of that on Shanahan and on his play calling on the offense. Honestly, is his lack of leadership of you not getting on the offensive line or you not calling these plays and just keep on. You're comfortable with what you've been, and it's like, dude, you got to change it up. Second half adjustments is he never makes the second half adjustments ever. Is he gets comfortable and he keeps on going and going. It's you got to keep your foot on the pedal and go.
Especially against Patrick Mahomes.
Yes,
having number 15 across the sideline,
like what the Eagles did
on the field
with the Patriots is. You got to keep going because you let Tom Brady come back.
It doesn't matter if there's 3 seconds on the clock. He's going to come back. He's going to find a way.
Yeah. There was I forgot about the new overtime rule.
I kind of still don't understand it. I'm not going to lie
to you.
So
the old overtime rule was if you received it, you scored a touchdown first, game over.
Yeah.
But if you kick a field goal, the other team has a chance to come back in and play or get it, whatever. This year, because of I think it was the Bills and Chiefs game. I think it's because the Chiefs lost or something. I forget. The overtime rule is Shanahan said he forgot and he didn't teach his players. That's no fucking excuse. If you're fucking the coach in the NFL, you should know the fucking rules. But he said so the rule is each team gets a guaranteed position regardless of the receiving team that starts overtime scores first. So everybody's given the 49ers hell for receiving it is because they said they should have gone on defense first because regardless you're going to get the possession.
Mm-hmm.
But Shanahan and the players came out, we didn't know the rules. We didn't even practice that. Chiefs and Mandy Reid go, we went over it before the game at halftime, and everybody knew about it. So this is what I'm saying. Kyle Shanahan always has some fucking goddamn excuses. I didn't know the rules. You're the fucking head coach. What do you mean you didn't know the rules?
Shit.
That's your position. And as the players, I would say you should know the rules. So to say, I didn't know the rules and this and that, that's on you guys. You can't blame anybody. Like, that's on you guys. You guys are players. You guys are the coach.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame that. But do you think the 49ers made the right call when they elected to receive?
Now that I know the rules, I kind of feel like, no, they did not. Just because either way, with Patrick Mahomes, it's either going to be a touchdown or a field goal. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a touchdown. So I kind of feel like it's like, let him score, get it out the way. Then I can score, possibly get a touchdown. Hopefully my defense stands it up again. Then I can go score a field goal.
I get what you're saying is, I don't think it would have mattered. If I'm the 49ers, I'm taking it regardless if I know the rule or not. Is because I want to go down there, score, and put the pressure on them to make them score and not settle for a field goal. So I think the 49ers receiving it, I don't think it would have fucking mattered. Is because even if Patrick Mahomes went down there and scored because they received it, is they would still have to go back and receive it. So either way, someone has to score. And then Patrick Mahomes was talking about, we would have gone for 2 if it came down to that. If they would have scored and I said, that's fine. You put the pressure on them. They have to go for 2 now.
True. It kind of sounds like, I don't want to say who scores last wins, but in a way like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I don't think it would have mattered. And honestly, you
don't think so, really?
I don't. Is
the 49ers Mahomes, or is there another reason?
The thing is the 49ers had their chance. They go down there, stupid play calling. They didn't score a touchdown. They kicked a field goal. All right, you give the ball to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Even if they would have scored a touchdown, got the extra point or whatever, the point is this. Patrick Mahomes would have still gone down there and either kicks a field goal or goes for 2. So if they went for the field goal, they tie it up, here goes another overtime. Or we're still going overtime. But if they would have gone for 2, they would have won anyways. Put the pressure on them.
See, but I kind of feel like Big Red isn't, not that he's not ballsy like that, but he wouldn't have
No,
went
he already said that him and Mahomes, we were going to go for 2. Regardless. They were going to go for 2 to win it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse the hell out of me.
Yeah. So, but this is a stat I found. The Chiefs have been to 4 Super Bowls. Losing one of them is they don't get called for holding in the Super Bowl, but they're always, this year, is they haven't been called for holding once in the Super Bowls that they've been in. Except for one time, and it wasn't by an offensive lineman. Chiefs are the most penalized team for holding and have a player on their O-line that has been called for holding the most in the NFL. There were plenty of holding calls that whole game that they got away with. So you're going to tell me every Super Bowl without a holding call. You can't even go an hour, even 10 minutes, without 1 to 2 holding calls on both teams in a normal football game. So you're going to go to the Super Bowl and somehow fix all their problems? When they're the most penalized team on holding, you're going to tell me they've been to 4 and haven't been called for 1 on the offensive line. They've been called for 1 and it was a receiver.
Bro, I don't want to say it's rigged. I don't want to say it's rigged. Do not do this to me, Zach.
You saw some of those. I'm not saying that was the deciding factor of that game. But Nick Bosa, come on. He got fucking held like a shit ton.
Yeah.
And how many times did they call holding on the 49ers? And this team is the most... They have a guy that's...
playoff fever, I guess. That playoff mode or some bullshit like that, I guess.
And then, I don't know if you caught this, illegal man downfield. The last play of the game, the Chiefs called that little thing. If you look back, there were 2 linemen past the line of scrimmage in the end zone. 2. If you go back and watch it, which means, and it wasn't a backwards pass, it wasn't a lateral, it was a forward pass past the line of scrimmage. And there was 2 linemen past the line of scrimmage in the end zone blocking. Why was that not called? So you're going to go back and watch it.
In this bitch, Zach.
You're going to go back and watch it. And you're going to see 2 linemen downfield past the line of scrimmage in the end zone when he catches the ball. And I'm saying, why was it not called? And it got brought to my attention is that the refs missed another illegal man down the field on the 49ers. I haven't seen that one. But if that's the case, why didn't they call that one either? Like, you're going to go back.
Listen, Zach, you about to get me pissed. Don't tell me that the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowl back-to-back over some bullshit-ass refereeing.
Go back.
Zach, you about to piss me off in this bitch, Zach, because listen.
Go back and look at the line of scrimmage. I want you to look at it right now, but go back. When we get off, I'll show you after we get off this. Go back and you'll see 2 offensive linemen pass the line of scrimmage in the end zone blocking when Hardman catches the. I swear to you. And I'm sitting over there going, and I caught it. I didn't catch it at first, but then I caught it and I said, "Why is there a lineman down?" It took me a while to process, but I'm like, "Is that an illegal man downfield?" Like 2. I understand it was on the 5-yard line or something. So the line of scrimmage is 5-yard line, or maybe it was 3-yard line, whatever it was. But they were clearly past the line of scrimmage in the end zone blocking when Hardman caught it, and it should have been illegal 2 men down the field but they didn't get called. So
listen, you about to have me set it off in this bitch, Zach.
I will. I will show it to you. We will go back and look at it. And we have talked about Kyle Shanahan, his blown leads, his whatever in the Super Bowl. Is he going to ever win the big game? Can he get it done?
would like to say yes.
Okay.
Because he does get you to the big game. And not saying all the other quote unquote big games don't matter, because yes, you have to play those games to get you to the big game. So to sit there and say like, oh, he doesn't win the big games or he's not that big game coach, he's getting to the biggest game possible.
But he's choking.
You can say the same thing about Andy Reid and when he in his early
but
stages
now
of coaching with
he's
the
won
Eagles.
3.
Yeah, but look at his career though. How long did it take him to win 3?
Yeah, no,
He's
I
with
got
the Eagles
you.
for what, 10 to 14 years?
I
That's in
will
playoffs.
say
10 wins, 10 playoff wins, most in franchise history.
But he didn't go to 3 Super Bowls and blow leads every single game. Not just
I kind of
leads.
feel like that's a. I
28
agree.
to 3.
I agree.
28 to 3.
You got a point. You got to damn. Don't bring Atlanta versus Pats. You can't bring that up. Come on now, that shit hurt me.
If you're a Brady fan,
I'm not even Falcons fans, and that hurt me.
Dude, I'm the only one that I bet on Brady when he was down 28-3. I bet on him that he would come back and win. I bet on it. That's how much faith I have in Brady.
Bro, I changed the channel. I was watching movies. I was just like, let me just tune in
I was
real
sitting
quick.
there.
Hold on.
This guy,
Why
this
they
kid
tied up?
looks at me. This kid looks me in the face and goes, "How do you fucking feel?" I said, "Good." He goes, "Let's bet." I said, "All right, let's bet." He goes, "You're not going to hesitate?" I said, "The game's not over. I said, there's a whole nother quarter, dude." He goes, 28-3, they're not coming back. And he goes, "What do you want to bet?" And I was like, I don't know. We're at a party. He goes, "Shots." I said, I was going to bet money. He goes, "I have no money." I said, "I don't fucking care. Let's do shots." He goes, he goes, "How much?" I was like, 10 tequila shots. Let's do it. He goes, "All right, sounds good." He goes, "You're about to regret it." And I said, "Okay." And right when we made that bet, guess what happened? The comeback started. And I sat there, and I was sitting there, and I was like, they scored. I was like, "You get nervous?" He goes, "Nah." He goes, "They have a long way." And I just sat there and smiled. And his reaction from the time we made the bet until each play happened, he's just slowly going, oh shit, oh shit. He goes, "This is going to happen." I said, he goes, "How the fuck?" And I was like, "Don't count Brady out." I said, when there's time still left on that clock, especially a whole fourth quarter,
fact.
I said, don't do it.
No.
But I honestly think Kyle Shanahan will if he's trailing. As long as he had the lead, I have no faith in him. If he's trailing, then yes, I will say. But do you think Kyle Shanahan is the most overrated coach of all time?
No.
I do.
Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, blowing 3 leads is a major hit in your career, or a major ding. But to sit there and say like, "Oh, he's the most overrated coach," bro, no. Look at Ron Rivera.
I mean, he's decent. I don't think he's all that good either.
But yet he's still in the league. He comes back year after year after year.
Everybody praises Kyle Shanahan as this offensive guru, and it's like, yes, he's good.
Because, bro, think about it.
I think
he
he's
gets you
overrated.
to the biggest game I don't want to say every year, but
I think he is one of the most overrated coaches at like that team. Look at who he has on that team. I'm not saying like whatever. But you had a lot of fucking weapons. You had a lot of weapons over in Atlanta. He's been on some pretty damn good teams. And the fact that you can't win the big game, and everybody talks about how good you are, this and that, you're starting to get a little bit overrated now. If he was on another team, what would he be doing?
I don't think he's overrated.
If he was, I will give you this. If he were to go to the Texans, I guarantee you he wouldn't do the same shit.
Really?
That DeMeco Ryan did. Not a shot in hell. I don't think so.
You know what? No, you're right. No, I agree. I
really don't think he would.
I agree. I can't even know. I have no argument for that.
And I think if you put DeMeco Ryans over where I'm going to go, I'll go DeMeco Ryans. You put him over at the 49ers, he would have got that team to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, I can see that.
You put the coach for the Bills, who always chokes over there, he would have won the Super Bowl. He would have got to the Super Bowl too.
Well, that's easy, bro. Look at the key components, the key weapons that the
That's what
49ers
I'm
had.
saying. Is he really a good coach, or is? But he has all that talent, and somehow he knows how to blow it. Is he forgets how to coach in the second half of games?
You put it perfectly, though. He has the lead. He's like, let me just ease up a little bit.
It's
Let me
ease up.
not
It's like you
go this
haven't
deep.
learned.
Let
Like
me.
keep your foot on the pedal and go. You can't get comfortable.
I agree. I agree, man.
But yeah, but halftime show is we didn't really get into that one.
But before we
Alicia,
continue, no, I do not think Kyle Shanahan's overrated.
I think he is. I don't know if he's the most overrated, but I would definitely say he's an overrated coach.
Who do you think is the most overrated?
Right now, Dan Quinn.
Really? Not what's his name? He just signed with Commanders. Was it Cliff? You was talking shit about
Cliff
him last
Kingsbury?
podcast. Yeah.
I don't even think he's a fucking coach. I don't even consider him a fucking coach to even consider him overrated. That's what people fucking see in that dude.
So you're not fucking with him at all, huh?
Why the no, hell no.
Bro, you never know. He could be like a Super Bowl contending coach out of nowhere.
Shut up. I can't believe you just said that.
I'm just throwing shit out
Cliff
there, man. You never know. Why not? I don't know nothing
It
about
was
the guy.
supposed to do wonders with Kyler Murray. Okay. Let's get Caleb Williams in there because you did such a great job with him in college. Whoa. I don't even want to get back on this guy. I don't want to get back on this guy. We'll have a whole podcast on this guy. I will roast him for a whole hour.
I had to ask.
Yeah, he would be overrated if I considered him a fucking coach. He's like a toddler that just puts on a headset and pretends he knows what he's doing. Hey, Daddy, look, I got a headset. I'm calling plays. No, you're not.
Oh, shit.
But
oh, man, that's
halftime
funny.
show. What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was phenomenal. Bro, I was two-stepping in my living room. I had my little baby with me. I was just...
Yo, I thought I was back at prom or homecoming or something, man.
What?
Let me tell you something. Usher took off his shirt. I thought he was going to take off his pants. I said, uh-oh. I said, oh, God. I said, please don't do that. And I was over there going, Janet Jackson, baby. But, I liked it.
I'm glad that ain't happened.
Yeah, because he started going after his pants, and I said, Usher, come on now. Come on. You're on TV. Shirt was enough. Like, whoa.
I'm not going to lie to you. When he started doing that, like, glitching shit, I was like, oh, he's stroking out.
Yeah.
He like started, I was
you see
like, oh,
what
damn.
he was sweating, though?
Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, somebody check on Usher.
And then Alicia Keys came out. Woo, Alicia Keys. If he wasn't sweating before then, he sure as hell was then.
Man.
Everybody,
I
didn't even listen to her sing. I didn't even think she was that bad. People said she was off key. Like, I don't even fucking care.
In the beginning, it was alright. It wasn't bad, but I ain't gonna lie to you though. She made up for it. She killed it.
She stood up, and I told her, my brother was like, "Oh my God, Alicia Keys, she's thick." I said, "She is thick in all the right places."
Man,
and my sister-in-law looks at me and goes, "What?" And I said, "That's thick red right there, baby." I said, "Thick red, come my way." But damn,
she was beautiful.
Alicia Keys is one of those women that she has been sexy her whole career. Makeup, no makeup. I think she looks even better without makeup. Like those freckles and everything. Oh.
I agree, man.
Like if she were to play the piano with those freckles, I would freaking cum my pants. I am sorry. She wouldn't even have to do anything. Just sing to me, play that piano.
Oh man, but nah, I'm right there with you, but no,
that was awesome. Not just her looks, like her being there with Usher, her singing, playing the piano. Every time she plays the piano, I get chills because she's so fucking good at it.
She's talented. She's genuinely talented. She's not. She knows what she's doing.
Is very. And then you got Luda up in there. I said, "Here we go." Then Little John. I was like, "Oh shit, we got Little John up in here."
I'm not gonna lie to you, Lil Jon in the crowd though, and getting turned with everybody. That was dope.
But I was sitting there going like this at home. Yeah, turn for what, baby? But
hell yeah,
now
me too, man. I was like, yeah.
And Will I Am just turned into like what 50 Cent did a few years ago at the Super Bowl. He turned into a whole dollar. Like, damn. I thought it was CeeLo Green.
I'm not gonna lie to you. For 2 seconds, I thought will.i.am was Kanye, and I was like, "What the hell is Kanye doing with Usher?"
Yeah, and then you had the Quaker Oak man. Who was that?
Oh my god, Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, I said no. That's CeeLo dressed up as a freaking Quaker Oak man.
I thought it was CeeLo Green too. I was like, "Yo, what the hell does he have on?"
Yeah, I said, what the hell? I said he stole those socks from his little
Take
daughter
that
or
off,
something.
man.
Looks like
Bro,
he's
tripping right now.
like he went back into the Pilgrims and stole their socks. I got these from the Mayflower.
Oh man, that's funny.
But yeah, no. Overall, I don't think it was one of those that's going to go down as like the most memorable.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it. I think it was more of we haven't seen a lot of them in years perform. So for the
I agree.
millennials, it was oh shit, like bringing back our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I thought they did good. Like next thing you know, they're over there on roller skates and shit. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, right. Like to see Usher still moving and doing what he's doing on roller
Yeah,
skates, yo.
definitely. It was overall. I liked it. It was the game overall wasn't all that bad. Is like I said, the holding calls, then down the line, there was other calls for the 49ers, got away with some stuff. And I'm just getting tired of certain things getting called, certain things not getting called.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's every freaking game that we come to now. It's just I don't know, but football's over with now. Is Now we got free agency. We got the draft coming up, which I'm actually looking forward to. Can't wait till the draft.
Are you really? You're excited for it?
I am. I just want to see someone pick Caleb Williams and fail.
Jesus Christ.
Someone pick up Drake May and fail.
I haven't heard much about Drake Mays. How's he? Is like,
Dude, he's
talk to me.
awful. He's supposed to go. He's considered. Everybody's saying he's considered the best quarterback in this class. I said, first off, that's not telling me anything. Second off, is he's garbage. Look at what the Commanders have right now with Sam Howell. That is the same exact person. Same exact
Really?
person. Same height, same number, same weight, same white boy hair. Like it's the same fucking person. There is no difference in
Wow.
him. Play calling the same. Like there is no difference, and he is god awful. He starts
So
off
he's pretty
hot.
much like they're like setting themselves up for failure.
Yeah, I don't understand what Drake May is all the hype for. I think Jaden Daniels out of this
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, that the ones that they're publicizing more,
Mm-hmm.
is the best one out of all of them. Is if there's a pro that I can see, it would be Jaden Daniels, and I'm not too sold on him either.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's someone I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna probably draft him.
Talking about
But I
Jaden Daniels, the one that got spun like a top during the Ole Miss game.
yeah, from LSU.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I think he has the most talent, and if he's I'm talking about him going to the Patriots, which I think he'd do good. There is I think I'd rather have him than Drake May and Caleb Williams, but I am excited to see what the Bears do. See if they fuck it up for another year.
God.
They're
Bro,
talking
what do you
about?
think they're gonna do with Justin Fields?
I don't know. I don't understand why you would give up on Justin Fields. I'm not a Justin Fields fan. I don't think he's all that good, but he definitely.
I was just about to bring that up. You don't even like Justin Fields. Why are you
I
saying
don't,
give
but
up?
I
Don't give
think
up
he
on
gives
him.
you the best opportunity to win.
Guess.
Is okay. Justin Fields is if you saw what he did, him and DJ Moore had a connection.
Mm-hmm.
You get him a solid running back in there. You get him another receiver. Hence, who's the best receiver coming out?
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison Jr. You get him with Moore, and then you have Cole Kmet. You get him a running back. Offensive line is but what he was able to do with DJ Moore, like, come on. And you get Marvin Harrison Jones on the other side, and then you have Cole Kmet. Like, he doesn't have to be a phenomenal quarterback. He did good. Like, I'm not giving him his credit. He had times where he looked good and everything. Is give him a few offensive linemen. But
Mm-hmm.
why give up on him for what, a Caleb Williams that you have to reproduce all over again? That DJ Moore has to go out there and try to get with him more? Is you made the connection with Fields and Moore.
Yep,
Clement
yep.
and Fields. Like, why? You're going to trade the first overall pick? I mean, I think, honestly, if I were them, I'd keep Fields, go after Marvin Harrison Jr. because you can't. To me, you can't pass up on Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he is 1 in a million talent.
See,
Whoever
I heard that. My bad for cutting you off. I heard that
No, you're good.
that the Steelers are looking into Justin Fields heavily.
What is he going to do? Like that team is no better than the Bears, in my opinion. They have a better defense.
So what's the difference then? If they get Justin Fields, they got Pickett on one side. Why not get Marvin Harrison Jr. on the other? Then you got Freiermuth and what's his name in the backfield? Harris.
Yeah, but the Steelers they're not going to trade to get the first overall pick because they're going to have to give up something. Who are they going to give up?
I mean, they have nothing else right now. Why not give us something big? Give us something. Give up something big to make it somewhere big.
Because if you trade to get the number 1 pick and Field, you're going to have to get away at least in my opinion, and then you're going to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. That is the first overall pick, Marvin Harrison Jr., and then you're going to get Fields. Yeah. You're going to have to at least give up 2 or 3 first rounders in the upcoming drafts.
So you don't see Caleb Williams being number 1 at all?
It all depends on what the Bears do because they keep Fields now.
Okay.
I honestly think Caleb Williams is. I'd have to look at the draft order, but once we get more into it and I can see the draft order, because I forget what the draft order is, but once I'm looking at it, I'll let you know. I think Caleb Williams has a chance of going number 1.
Okay. Because what I was reading an article earlier, and it said Marvin Harrison Jr. will definitely be the first non-quarterback.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Off the
100%.
Off the whatchamacallit.
Off the board.
So he's that guy.
Oh yeah. I will say he will probably be just as good as his dad.
Really?
Just watch. He's big like his dad. He knows how to catch. Does he have work to do? Yeah, I mean, he can work on some things, but dude, that guy is a fucking animal. I'm gonna tell you now.
I'm only asking because I don't watch college football, and I know I should. I should get into it more and just peek around what's happening. So to hear you say like he's just as good, or if not better than his dad, we grew up watching Marvin Harrison,
and from what I've seen in college, then like they were very similar. As you watch Marvin Harrison in the pros and you watch Marvin Harrison Jr. in the college, like their play style is very close to being the same. Like I think he's going to be the real deal. As long as injuries don't play a part in him playing or anything, like if he can stay healthy, I honestly will say not Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. will be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, wow. All right, you heard it here first, folks.
I do. I think he is that guy.
Okay. See, I don't know. Like I've always heard like Caleb Williams, he's first round, he's gonna be that guy. He's first round. But I didn't tune in enough to see what UCS was doing. But the little bit that I did watch of him not performing towards the end, it was kind of like
he's going to be one of those players that think he's bigger than what he is. He's not a really good team player, honestly. He doesn't really care about the team. He cares about the money. So we saw that. But then he wants to go and play like he's the victim. I lost, I'm going to go cry, and this and that. And then he's going to kind of remind me of a Cam Newton without the talent. He's going to let stuff get to him way too much, and he is not going to learn how to let it go, and his ego is going to get the best of him. We saw it in college. That's what I'm saying. He was supposed to win the Heisman and was nowhere to be found. Like, the team barely won, like, a bowl game. And it's like, to me, he did not show anything. Drake May I will tell you, he will be a bust. He will be a bust. He is not that good, honestly.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Is and I'm
so
a
before we move on
and
from
I'm a
Caleb
North
Williams,
Carolina
so sorry
fan.
for cutting you off.
Huh?
So sorry for cutting you off before we continue, but move on from Caleb Williams. Like I've heard people say he's a Patrick Mahomes clone.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
No, seriously, like legit. I've heard people
No,
say that, like, oh,
I see
he's a
it.
Patrick Mahomes clone, and it's like to say that. But there was one, I forgot who it was. One person was like, "Do not waste your time or money on Caleb Williams."
I wouldn't.
And that same person who said that exact same thing about Johnny Manziel. Do not waste your time on Johnny Manziel
Yeah.
because he's only hype in college. He's doing his thing right now, but from what I continue to see, he is not going to be that guy. And that exact same person that said that about Johnny Manziel is saying that about Caleb Williams.
Listen, the thing with as I said that about Johnny is he's not going to become anything. His ego was in the way. Is he didn't care about football. He cared about the paychecks. He cared about the money. Like that's all he wanted. He cared about the party.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams thinks he's bigger than what he is. Is he's gonna realize in the NFL is you're gonna run your mouth and you're gonna act like a prima donna and you're gonna get fucking rocked. Is you're not the top dog anymore. You have to earn that right. And right now, the top dog is Patrick Mahomes.
See, because I said all that to say, like, do you see him as more of a I don't want to say make Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield is kind of doing his thing right now.
I see him as a Jamarcus Russell.
Ooh, really?
All the hype coming into it, and it's just like any other USC or Ohio State quarterback, honestly, is they're all hype. Mark Sanchez was the same way. He's like another Mark Sanchez.
Russell hype. I was like, bro, the Raiders did a great job signing him. He's going to be that guy. Jesus. To hear you compare him to Jamarcus Russell, bro.
I don't see anything. Is I could be sitting here in like 5 years biting my fucking tongue, and that's fine. But I just don't see Caleb Williams or Drake May being a franchise quarterback. And Drake May just doesn't have the talent. Is I'm going to tell you, he couldn't win in the ACC. Is he starts off hot and then he goes to the end and just wears down. He does stupid ass mistakes. He just throws it up. He doesn't know how to read a defense. There is nothing about him that I want to see. Like, and he's not that fast of a runner. Caleb Williams he has the potential, but we have seen it. He wants half ownership of this. He thinks he can do this because I'm Caleb Williams. And the college is turning a bunch of these players into little bitch ass pussies.
Wait, speaking of college, did you see that they're making a new NCAA 25?
Dude, I've already seen it. I'm about to buy a game console just so I can buy that game, dude.
Bro, I swear to God, if you get a console, I will beat your ass every time we're on here.
Dude, I haven't played that game. Oh, brought back memories. But yeah,
what?
so yeah, I don't think if I'm the number one pick, I'm going after Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't care if I need a quarterback. I can find one later on in the draft.
Wow.
Like, I don't think you physically can pass up a Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he is one of those guys.
So if you were Cleveland and you somehow miraculously have Marvin Harrison Jr. on the board, you're going for it.
Fuck yeah.
Over a quarterback, really?
Yes.
Wow.
How many quarterbacks have we seen that's turned out to be good in the later rounds?
One went to the Super Bowl.
One.
Recently.
Yes, and one is the GOAT.
That is true. And it's crazy to think, like, people were like, oh, don't take that Patrick Mahomes kid.
Yeah, the Chiefs hated when they got him.
Yeah, they were booing him.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's what I'm saying is with these is I don't see Caleb Williams as Jaden Daniels. I also thought Zach Wilson was going to have a good career too. So, I mean, not like a good career as he would, oh my God, be Hall of Fame, but I thought he was going to do a lot better than what he did. So
he came from BYU. I was kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to get on these quarterbacks nowadays. I'm really not hyped on any quarterback that comes out because I don't think any of them. Like, I still don't think Tua is all that good. He has no arm.
With you? He's not. Yeah.
He has no arm.
Tyreek Hill was making
Tyreek
him
Hill
look
made
like
him look good. Jalen Waddle made him look
exactly.
good and like
Ev-
Mac Jones, as he was
Everyone,
good, he's nowhere to be found.
Mac
I'm
Jones.
not
Oh
going to blame that all
yeah,
on Mac Jones though, because he was kind of put in a shitty. But I didn't think he was going to be that good. Trevor Lawrence, I don't think is all that good.
I don't know. I'm still up in the air about Trevor Lawrence. I don't think he's like that guy,
No,
but I don't think he's trash. I just
no.
sometimes I kind of feel like his surroundings is kind of like meh. Because look at the offensive line, bro. They weren't that good. He was
My
always
thing is,
scrambling. He was always fighting for his life. He was always trying to just get rid of the ball or get rid of the ball.
we hear like we always heard about from Teddy, but other people, I was like, he's like that guy, he's that guy, he's that guy. But I just don't think that I don't think he's all that good. Like honestly, is I don't know. Is we'll see. But yeah, I don't think Drake may do anything. Jaden Daniels, I think, will be the better of the two. So, but and then you're always going to get like offensive tackles and defensive tackles up in there somewhere. So
Nobody said that one more time.
I said, you're going to see offensive tackles, defensive tackles up in there somewhere in top 10.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So it is, but I will say Jaden Daniels will have a better career.
Okay. I'm curious. Like I want to see now. I'm super curious.
I mean, if we're going off, I mean, he was a stud in college. Doesn't mean it's going to contribute, but like over Drake May and Caleb Williams, I take him in a heartbeat.
I feel
So,
that. I feel that.
but I have a little game for us, Kern.
Talk to me.
I've kind of talked to you about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is I made divisions, like new NFL divisions, is based on location, like where they're located in the United States. So it would kind of like calm down, like not so they didn't have to travel so much, like from whatever. And I put two NFC, two AFCs in each, division.
Makes sense.
So I think they're pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And I forget where my updated one is, but I think for the most part, this is what it is. It's the NFC West, the Seahawks, the Chargers, the 49ers, and the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That is the NFC West. The AFC West. The AFC West is the Rams, Broncos, Cardinals, and Raiders. And then we go to the NFC East. The Eagles, the Jets, the Giants, and the Steelers. How you feeling about that one?
I feel like the Eagles will take that home. I'm not gonna lie to you.
With Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, and then the Giants.
Yeah, I feel like the Eagles will definitely
because you're an Eagles fan, guy.
Damn right. Listen, I can't count my boys out. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
And then the AFC East, the Panthers, the Bengals, the Commanders, and the Ravens.
Okay.
Not too bad. And then we go to the NFC North. Where is that? The Lions, the Bills, Bears, and the Pats.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the AFC. That was the AFC North. The NFC North, the Packers, the Colts, the Vikings, and the Browns.
That was with the what North?
The NFC North. So you have the Packers, Colts, Vikings, and Browns.
Ooh, okay.
And then the AFC South, which I like this division, is the Cowboys, the Texans, the Saints, and the Titans. And then the NFC South is the Buccaneers, the Dolphins, the Falcons, and the Jags.
Okay. I like that. I really like that a lot.
Because, they're always talking about how they're traveling too much.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, you could switch some around, but honestly, if you have the Seahawks, Chargers, 49ers, and Chiefs going into this like this season, like next season,
Mm-hmm.
with Harbaugh, 49ers, you have the Chiefs, and then you have the Seahawks all up in there. Who the fuck do you have winning that division?
If Big Red is still with the Chiefs, I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going 49ers still.
Whoa, okay.
With that is the Seahawks. Okay, Chargers, I'm going to give a couple years. I think they're going to be better. Give it 2 or 3 years, because I don't think Harbaugh's going to. He needs some key pieces in there. See who he gets as a running back. So I have the 49ers for the West. So you have the Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
And then the AFC West, the Rams, Broncos, Cardinals, and Raiders.
I'm going Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos, baby.
I was hoping you'd say it. I didn't want to say it for you.
I'm taking them home, baby. The NFC East, you already said the Eagles, Jets, Giants, and Steelers. It's actually a pretty tough division.
That is, honestly. But I'm going with Eagles all day.
The Steelers, the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I'm gonna go Jets. And then the AFC East, you have the Panthers, Bengals, Commanders, and Ravens. The Bengals and the Ravens, I think they're already in a division with each other.
They are.
And then you have the Panthers and Commanders, which...
I'm going Ravens.
If Joe Burrow stays healthy...
Like Lamar Jackson would do his thing.
It all depends on if they keep T. Higgins and if Joe Burrow... It's going to come back to Joe Burrow if he's healthy. If Joe Burrow's healthy, I'm giving the Bengals.
That's a fact.
And then we go to the North. AFC North. Cowboys... No. Never mind. AFC North is Lions, Bills, Bears, and Pats.
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, hold on, AFC North, Cowboys. Hold on, I got the wrong paperwork then.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh Allen for the Bills is going to get you to the playoffs. And he's going to lose. Dan Gamble, right, for the Lions. I feel like next season... I kind of low-key feel like a lot of people lost trust in him because of his coaching decisions in the playoffs, because he didn't go for the extra points. He was constantly just...
he kind of had that thing. This might be the last chance we ever get there. And I'm like, why would you say that?
Right? Unless you know something that we don't know. Unless, like, every player is on a 1-year contract.
Yeah, like, when he said that, I'm like, even you lost faith.
Exactly.
I would say the Bills.
I'm going to go Lions. I kind of feel like he's going to figure out something. I'm going to go Lions. If this was real, I'm going Lions.
All right. And then the NFC North, which is, I think this is a great... The Packers, the Colts, the Vikings, and the Browns.
I'm going Packers. Love train.
I don't know what the Vikings, if they're going to keep Cousins or get rid of them, but I think the Packers, that's going to be a tough division.
I agree.
I'm going to give it to the Packers. And then we go to the South.
Okay. What you got for me?
The AFC South, Cowboys, Texans, Saints, and Titans.
I'm going to go Texans because of C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans.
If we're going next year, hate to say it, but the Cowboys, because I think C.J. Stroud's going to sophomore slump. Happens every year. I hope not, because I hope he... Honestly, I'm not an Ohio State fan or C.J. Stroud, but hopefully he doesn't have it. I'm going to go Cowboys. As Titans, I don't know where they're at right now, and then the Saints is you have Carr, which...
There's no faith in Carr. You can't have... Yeah,
you still have Dennis Allen as your coach, which I have no faith in.
Exactly.
NFC South. The Bucks, Dolphins, Falcons, and Jags.
Jags are back, baby. We're back.
Next year, I don't know who the Bucks are bringing back, who they're not. Dolphins. This is a throw up. This is like the same fucking South that's already there.
Realistically, I'm going Bucks.
Going Dolphins.
If they keep Mike Evans, if they keep what was happening before.
It's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
go
their
Bucks.
defense that I'm worried about. I'm going Dolphins on that.
Keep in mind, they got rid of the defensive coordinator for the Fins. Did you say Bucks or Dolphins? So sorry.
I said Dolphins.
Yeah, they got rid of the defensive
I
coordinator.
know.
So a lot of the
But with the Bucks is they might lose Antonio Winfield, they might lose Shaq Barrett, they might lose a lot of people on that defense that they need.
But it doesn't matter who's on defense as long as the defensive coordinator is not clicking with the defense.
Yeah, I know, but the
If they're
Bucks
not
might
respecting
lose.
that guy.
Like Devin White might not be there. They're gonna a defense that is phenomenal. They're gonna lose a lot of key players because if you're gonna keep Mike Evans and pay Baker Mayfield $40 million a year,
I'm sorry, what?
yeah,
He wants $40 million a year.
I'm pretty sure he said 3 years, $40 million a year.
I'm sorry, 4 with a 0 at the end, right?
Yeah, $40 million.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they're gonna pay him. I don't know. I read where it was $40 million a year for 3 years. I could have read that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said. And the Buccaneers have already said they're willing to pay him. And I said, all right, do it.
The fool.
If I think so. So
The $40 million each year.
I think that's what I read. That's what I was hearing too. Is $40 million a year?
Arthur Mayfield is getting
Arthur Mayfield. Here we go. He's making up new names. Arthur Mayfield. Some reason he knows everybody's middle name and it goes perfectly. Arthur
Mayfield is getting $40 million for 4 years for each year. $40 million for 1, 2, 3.
That is what I've thought I read and what people were saying, or maybe I read it wrong. We'll see.
First and foremost, shout out to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. He's only 28
He's doing
years
his
old.
thing. For real?
Yeah.
Damn. Every time I hear that shit when someone's in the NFL, I'm like, damn, yo, what did we do wrong? Besides the point. So they want to sign a contract for $120 million for 3 years.
Preferably. It may be $40 million. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see. I think I read it wrong and I was hearing it wrong.
How? He is not worth that much.
Yeah, but they're after the season.
Don't give a fuck about the season. You are not going to sign this man for $120 million for 3 years.
Here we go. Yep, here we go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield wants $40 million per year. And the Bucs said they're willing to pay it.
Okay, so this is not Patrick Mahomes we're talking about.
Patrick Mahomes makes way more than that.
Baker motherfucking Mayfield.
But if you think about it, like $40 million a year.
Think about nothing, goddammit. I'm not spending $40 million on Baker motherfucking Mayfield a year. I'm sorry, Baker Arthur Mayfield a year. I'm not spending $40 million on him.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Is that's what he wants, and he said he's willing to go, and they think they're going to get Mike Evans back. Okay, cool. But then they're going to probably lose a lot of defensive people because they already don't have any money. To me, I wouldn't do it, but
no,
you have Trask there that you drafted from Florida, who I think can be good with that team if you would have just let him play.
Yo, I'm not even a Buccaneers fan, and that shit stressed me out.
They want Baker.
No. I get it. He's not that bad of a guy.
I'm not paying $40 million a year, though.
Exactly. It was his first year, and he got you to a wild card division. He won the wild card game.
Yeah.
How was that equivalent to a $40 million contract?
Almost beat the Lions.
Zach.
What? I don't like Baker.
Zach, get the fuck out of here. So you telling me?
Oh God, here we go.
You telling me he comes? You the head coach, or you whatever. Hey man, listen, coach. I'm trying to be here for the next 3 years, right? The only thing is, I need $40 million for each contract for each year. So I'm talking. I mean, I need like a cool $120 million for 3 years. Oh, what you do for us, Baker? No, man, I won a wild card game.
He can say he got you further than Tom Brady. last
Tom
year.
Brady won the whole Super Bowl.
But that's what they're gonna say is he got us further than last year with Tom Brady. I'm just telling you what they're gonna say, and it's like okay, but he didn't have that offensive line.
Bullshit, Zach.
I do have some. We'll see Tom Brady back in the. Little side note: Tom Brady back in the Super Bowl next year.
Oh yeah, shout out Tom Brady working for the Super Bowl. Fox, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, buddy, we're gonna be seeing my boy in the Super Bowl again. Yeah, it's worth watching all over.
I ain't even mad at it. Shout
Hey,
out Tom
he
Brady.
retires. He's still at the freaking Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing my thing. I'm gonna be hosting it. I haven't even
That's a
rehosted before,
fact.
but here we are. I'm broadcasting the Super Bowl next year. Mr. Super Bowl himself. I'm already here. But yeah, Baker Mayfield wants $40 million. I got a question for you on this though. Is if these were the divisions this year,
Mm-hmm.
do you think the Chiefs would have won the Super Bowl?
Honestly, yes. Just because Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback, and you cannot count him out no matter how much time's on the clock. He is this generation's Tom Brady.
I mean, that's safe to say. I'm not even
Like
going to argue
as
that.
annoying as it sounds, because I wasn't a Patriots fan, but I respected Tom Brady. And I'm slowly becoming that way with the Chiefs. I'm slowly disliking the Chiefs more and more and more. But I respect Patrick Mahomes for the simple fact that he's willing to do whatever it takes. And if it's like, it could be, like I said before, it could be 3 seconds on the clock, 2 seconds on the clock. Do not leave this man any time on the clock because he will win for the Chiefs.
I will say is the real reason I don't like Patrick Mahomes because I don't want him to catch Brady. Of course, I mean,
yeah.
It's a different way of playing nowadays. I'm not going to take anything away from Patrick Mahomes and whether it's cheating, not cheating. They go to 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, win back to backs, the first time since the Patriots and Tom Brady. I mean, I can't really. I don't like him, but I mean, you got to respect him. It's just one of those things where I'm always going to go Brady as the GOAT. But I know Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels. There's going to be a debate, because he's already been to like 4 Super Bowls,
and won 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Lost to Brady, so it's
he's not that far behind.
No, it also depends on how long. Because the thing is, Patrick Mahomes hasn't played without Kelsey. Tom Brady played without Gronk and won Super Bowls.
That is true.
So he's done his thing without Tyreek Hill. What's he gonna be like without Kelsey?
I feel like this year would have been a completely different story without Kelsey.
Yeah, because none of the receivers were doing crap.
Tony wasn't catching. He didn't even play in the Super Bowl, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah, you had Rice who came out later on in the year. But yeah, remember he did it. Even when Gronk was playing, he won, I think, like 2 or 3 Super Bowls when Gronk was playing, was injured during the Super Bowl and won.
That is true.
So, but we'll see, is hopefully he doesn't catch him. I have already said way before if there's one person that's going to catch him, it's going to be Mahomes when he won his first one.
Oh, yeah.
But it also depends on how long's Andy Reid staying. Oh, if Andy Reid stays, I think that's going to be the deciding factor too. If Andy Reid, but we'll see. I just got I mean, it's not breaking news anymore, but Caitlin Clark. You know who that is?
She plays for Iowa.
The night she set the Division I scoring record with 3,528 points, passing Kelsey Plum. So congrats to her, doing her thing, big accomplishment. And then LSU running back Trey Hawley facing charge of attempted second-degree murder.
Okay.
Oh. But, Kern?
Good dog.
It was a fun night. Super
It
Bowl
was dope. It was fun as
recap.
always.
Divisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? We get into a debate here soon. I want a little bit of a
About
debate.
what?
I don't know. Maybe we'll come up with something, I like kind of a debate going on. So maybe next week we'll end this with
a good debate.
We're in the off season. So maybe we'll just end this on a debate.
You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Maybe debate or I don't know. Maybe we'll make I don't know. We'll keep people on their toes. I don't know what we'll do next week. It's all up in the air.
Exactly. It's up in the air. We'll figure it out. Y'all just gotta keep tuning in.
Keep tuning in, subscribing, follow us.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the
don't forget to do all
love.
that YouTube shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to all the people that's tuning in, all the people that's viewing and whatnot.
Viewing, subscribing,
like,
following,
comment, subscribe, and all that. Yeah. If there's any questions y'all wanna ask us, leave it in the comments on YouTube.
Hit us with your best shot and fire away.
Something like that. Yep. Something like that. You feel me?
So if it's a little letter watching, thank you. We're just having fun with it. We're just having fun with this,
thank
man.
you. Exactly. We're
That's all
just
we're doing.
two nincompoops. Two dudes just talking about sports, talking about the sport that we love.
Two nincompoops. That should be the new name of our podcast. Two nincompoops. The two nincompoops.
That wouldn't be a bad name. The two nincompoops.
Huh.
I like not a bad name. There's not a bad name.
Well, maybe we'll start another one. But Kern, it was good seeing you.
It's good seeing you too.
This officially kicks off a new season of our podcast.
Yeah.
Off season.
The off season.
Oh no! Next week we'll officially, because we had the Super Bowl. So next week we will officially start.
Fair enough.
A new season. It's called the off season. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll throw debates in there. We'll throw what football's all about. Those people that don't know anything. We'll start bringing people on from our league.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be a fun off season.
I agree.
We're gonna get riled up. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be cursing.
Damn right.
We'll get the redneck himself on here, Mike, every now and then.
But
Kern, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure as always, man.
Another episode. Keeping this thing rolling.
I'm glad to do this. Yeah, hell yeah. I am glad to do this. I'm glad to be here. Just honestly, I'm having fun every week. Talking about the sport I love and you know what I mean, doing what we gotta do and like we said before, for all the people that tune in, man, we really do appreciate y'all. Like y'all keep us doing what we're doing, and y'all may not comment, like, or subscribe, but hey, it is what it is. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and just at least I was literally just about to say that. You know what I mean? Appreciate you for tuning in and watching. Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said before, if there's anything that y'all want us to talk about or anything that y'all want a topic of discussion, let us know.
Is there anything we can get better on? Let us. I feel like we're getting better each week, so
without a doubt,
we'll keep on getting better. Like we said, we went into this blindfolded pretty much, so I think we're doing pretty damn good. I don't care what anybody says.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And then we'll see you next week for off season that officially starts. So I can't wait for that. So we have a lot coming up, so I'm excited. So but Kern, past my bedtime, man.
Man, who you telling?
But it was a pleasure as always. See you next week.
See you, big dog. America, be easy.
Stay golden, America.
Later, y'all.